So yeah, hi both. My name is Serena Palladino, and I will be teaching module 6 of the Master in Travel Journalism, which is the social media for travel journalist module. Just a little bit about myself. So basically, I am based in London, as I mentioned. I've been here for 6 years now, and I am a full-time food and travel content creator. My main channel is Instagram, and my Instagram page is called London Ultimate Guide, so it's pretty strict connected to London. I started during the pandemic, and then 2 years ago, it became my full-time job. I also do a little bit of UGC creation. I don't know if you're familiar with the UGC. It means user-generated content. And to make it really simple, it means that a brand gets in touch with me, for example, I don't know, a toothbrush brand, and they ask me to create a few videos for them, using the toothbrush and talking through, and then I give the content to them and they use it for their own promotional goals. So I don't have to post it on my profile. It's just content that I create for them. And which means that you don't need followers to do that. And in the past year and a half, I was able to make over 100,000 pounds in revenue. This is to show that it could be like a full-time job, and I was able to replace and increase my full-time job that I was having in an office. I was able to quit that job and just dedicate myself fully to this by working with brands, restaurants, hotels, tourism boards, and just like brands of the hospitality sectors, like even like alcohol and spirits. And basically, what we will be learning in Module 6. So Module 6 will be split into 6 units, which means that we will have 6 lessons. Each lesson will be weekly, will be 1 hour and 15 minutes long approximately. The first hour being the actual lesson, and then the remaining 15 minutes will be more for like questions and answers, as well as some assignments. The main things that we will cover, that we will learn are, first of all, we will be analyzing the different kind of social medias that are out there, because there's many. Obviously, we're not going to go through every single one of them because it will be endless, but the main ones. And then something very important, we'll understand how to pick the ones that are right for you, because spoiler alert, you don't have to be on all of the social media. You don't have to perform amazing on all of them. Each social media corresponds a bit more to maybe a personality or the kind of content you want to share, your abilities in like editing videos and these sort of things, or like long content, short content. So we'll be see which kind of content matches to what social media. Next, we will learn how defining a brand personality, how to define your brand personality, your style, how to pick a niche, and for each brand personality, what goes with it, what comes with it in terms of like tone, color palette, and just like style in general. We will also go over all the essential tools for a creator. So in terms of content creation, there is another module, I think it's module number 4, which will teach like the actual content creation part of how to edit videos, the tools of editing videos. So here, essential tools for a creator will be more in terms of like, I don't know, like how to create a content calendar, how to create a media kit, what are some really useful apps and things you can use to maximize your content creation, including AI, ChatGPT, and these sort of things, as well as like some tools that are essential if you are self-employed, something that will make your life easier in terms of like accounting and taxes and so on. We will learn also how to pitch brands, which is important. And then next up, I don't know if you can see this fully. I hope you can. It will be to learn, the best ways to monetize social media, because obviously, ultimately, hopefully you will want to make this your full-time job. And there are many different ways to monetize social media and to diversify your income. So this is in my opinion, one of the most important um, units of the module. And then obviously we'll see, just like we will look at social media, do a bit of an analysis in what are the best settings to make your profile professional, what are the metrics that are really important that you have to look out for, and what are the data that brands will want to know, will request you when deciding whether to, when to work with you and whether to work with you. So the best metrics for travel journalists, as well as I said, the content like a content calendar and content planning. As well as lastly, but not least important, we'll go over a bit of like responsibility, ethics and responsibility on social media for when traveling and for travel journalists, because obviously nowadays sustainability is very important. So here the theme of sustainability is a bit double-fold, meaning that sustainability in terms of, yes, ethical traveling and trying to transmit to your audience, the values of, how to travel consciously and responsibly, but also sustainability in terms of building a sustainable career, which means that something that it's long lasting in the future, especially, also how to take advantage of AI to work for you instead of having AI replace you. Therefore, not giving too much away, this is sort of like an overview of the themes that we're going to cover during my module 6. And a little bit of extras, which I think are quite important, especially as a creator myself. I can definitely give you some, really good creator tips that come from my personal experience in the past 5 years, which are not necessarily, just applicable for Europe, but also if you live in America or South America or Asia, elsewhere, like a lot of things are just like applicable no matter where you are based. And then I'm able to provide you with some, I think, very useful, for example, email templates to land paid collaborations, to pitch brands, to pitch tourism boards and destination management company, and so much more. As well as I will reveal to you which are the best events to attend throughout the year, where you can meet these people, where you can meet the tourism boards and the marketing part of them with which you can have then collaborations. I will also share, a very, I think, valuable spreadsheet with a lot of contacts of tourism boards that do paid collaboration, because I don't know if you know this, but every single destination in the world nowadays have allocated budget in marketing to pay influencers, content creators, travel journalists to promote that destination. So you can get a fully paid trip somewhere and also be paid on top of that to create content. So it's literally getting paid for traveling, and it's amazing. I've done a few myself, and it's just, I had no idea this existed until like 2 years ago. And then obviously, as I mentioned, we will take a look at how to take advantage of AI. And pretty much this is sort of an overview of what it will be. And yeah, I hope, I don't know, you are excited. I don't know if you already decided to join the master. I know that I'm just one of the many teachers that are going to be teaching the entire course. And I looked at all the other modules and they just seem super exciting. And I am going to attend most of them myself as well. And I just think that all together they will provide a really like a 360 degrees really good education on everything, on travel journalism and how to make a real career out of it. So yeah, I don't know if you have any questions. I think a couple of you might have joined a little bit later. So yeah, let me know if there's anything you would like to know. English is not my first language. Maybe for some of you it's the same, but we'll definitely make everything work. And I live in London, so obviously I work every day in English. Does anybody have any questions? I will go back to this slide, which is more about the overview of the course. I am sorry. I am just more used to using Google Meet than Zoom. So I'm just trying to go back to the main page so I can see all of you. Okay. Anyone has a questions? Okay, Valeria, everything's great. Thank you, Valeria. Valeria, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. And yeah, anyone else? Has anyone already decided to join the masters? Is anyone enrolled already? Or are you just here for like information, basically? Okay. Just looking for some information. Absolutely, absolutely fair. I'm sorry I can't give obviously too much away, but I think that at least I speak for my module. I think what I can share is valuable because it's very hands-on experience. I became a content creator sort of randomly, and I had no one, I didn't know any other content creator back then. Every day I was just like discovering something new. The first time that I had a partnership with a restaurant, they literally like DM'd me on Instagram, and I didn't even understand whether they were inviting me, like what I was I supposed to pay the bill? Like I wasn't sure. And I'm talking about like 3 or 4 years ago now. So I've learned so much since then. And as I said, feel free to ask me anything. I don't know if you are already into the travel journalism sort of work, line of work, or if you would be starting from zero. It would be interesting to know if anyone feels like it to share a little bit about themselves and why are they looking into this master? Would you be starting from scratch, or are you already a content creator or a travel journalist or these sort of things? If you feel like it, it's no pressure.
I can start.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Okay.
can hear you. Oh, Grete says in the chat, starting from scratch. Perfect. This course, as I mentioned, is complete. It's absolutely perfect, whether you're already into it or if you're starting from scratch. Sorry, Victor, go ahead.
No worries. I have experience in content creation, and now
Okay.
I would like to enhance my career in like journalism,
Okay.
and that's what I'm trying to do for the last year and a half.
Perfect.
But I just don't have a real guidance or goal, like how often, how much, how would I like approach all that new thing I wanna showcase.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I have experience with editing, filming.
That's a really good start. Absolutely. Because in my
Yeah,
opinion, like if you think of journalist in the traditional sense of the word, therefore maybe writing for magazines or writing for online magazines or a blog, obviously social media is something that is a little bit of an extra. Like it can help you in many ways. It can be it can be seen as a sort of like display of all your work, and you can attract new audience through your social media and then redirect them onto an article that you might have written or like, so it's just, it could be an extra channel, or you could realize that social media is your main thing, and then you can just, specialize and become sort of a content creator, and then always have that bit where it's more written, and if you love writing, connect sort of like a blog to it, where people, if they want to know more, they can just, the outlet is social media, and then it can be, as I mentioned, be redirected. Or you post about, I don't know, you've been to Rome, you make a really good video, and then I'm just curious to see more, to learn more. So I just click on the link that you shared that redirects me to an article that you might have written for a blog or for your own blog or a magazine, and just, bring a whole new chunk of audience, which is amazing. So yeah, the fact that you already have experience with editing and content creation, it's amazing. And then if you're looking out of this master a bit to specialize a bit more in the travel writing section and the journalist part, maybe my module number 6 is not the most relevant one, but there are another 7 modules that will definitely help you shape that part of the career
No,
you're
no,
looking for.
this is a great model. I think I just that's the one I really wanted to hear. So yeah, I mean, I like to write, I like to film, then I edit it. That's what nobody likes, I would say. But then there's like where to put it, who will see it, how to get some more audience. That's what I'm struggling. What topics
Okay.
are, yeah, the length. But yeah, let's say I started with 2, 3 travel videos, but they're so long, and then people just run away. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Well, that's
yeah.
another thing, when we'll go through the different type of social media, we'll see, what kind of content is suitable for each platform and the audience that you have. So I think no matter what, you will find very valuable information here. So yeah, thank you, Victor. I hope to see you in the class if you decide to join ultimately. And I saw that Lilith, you joined late, but no questions so far, just for information. Okay, perfect. I can, yeah, I hope that everybody at least saw the slide where, which main topics we were gonna be covering in module 6, which is the social media module. Anything else?
Hi, you just called my name. I decided to just show up.
Oh, hi, Lilith. Nice to
Hi,
meet you.
yes, nice to meet you. Unfortunately, yeah, I joined pretty late. There was an issue with the previous link that was provided, but so far it looks interesting. And like Victor was sharing, I'm also quite a traveler. I
Okay.
travel for business and I travel for myself and I share some content on the Instagram, but definitely, like Victor is saying, it's not all suitable for Instagram followers. So probably this can your course may give me an opportunity to understand what are the platforms and what are the approaches I should perform to
Absolutely.
attract. I have only one question.
Yes.
This is the first time I'm joining. I suppose there was another open class, and probably some other lecturer was sharing the information.
Yes.
Will we have other type of presentations today, or today's focus is only for the social media? And
So
I would like,
today, sorry.
yeah, so I would